Ah, there we go. You caught me. You caught me. Welcome back to another video. This is the Sunday debrief where we learn all about how the teams are playing. We see the XG plots, the pass maps, the average position maps, the data from all of the Saturday games, and there's been 7 to digest. So we're going to go through each game one by one, and we're going to help make more informed FPL choices. We're going to see who's getting 90. We're going to see who's playing high at the pitch, who's clocking all the underlying good stuff, the data. Yeah, it's an awesome show. It's my favorite stream of the week. If you've been watching this on pre-record the last couple of weeks, well, we're back doing it live or as live for those watching on catch up today. So look, welcome to those watching live. Welcome to everyone watching on catch up later on a Sunday morning. Hello to you guys. I will make sure this is in very concise chapters. So if you only want to digest Brentford, Man United, you can skip to that game now if you're on catch up, or you only want to digest the Chelsea abysmal breakdown at halftime against Brighton, go to that game. But for all those that are watching live and want to watch the whole thing, stay with us. We're going to probably be 45 minutes to an hour, I guess. These will be a little bit longer. And hello to so many of you that have joined. John T says, morning, let down Spurs, triple captain gang. Neil Robertson, my favourite FPL part of the week. Yeah, especially when you've triple captain, right, Neil? I'm hoping you did it. I think you probably did it. I know all those on wildcard couldn't do it. I know Neil wildcarded earlier, therefore I'm thinking Neil, even though he was reluctant, I'm thinking he may be triple captain. If he didn't, he still got a big green arrow, I expect. 90% of those watching are on a green arrow. Sorry, 95. Johnny, I'm top of my league because of you. Look, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of content creators out there that would have told you triple captain. I don't want to take credit for that, but you won't find one that spun it harder than I did. Every video last week, I activated the chip on Saturday night last week. I posted that I was locked on it. All I needed was Haaland to be fit. If Haaland was injured, I wasn't going to do it. But I was 100% committed on triple captain for 7 days. And boy, did I bang on about it. So I'm hoping my audience, this channel's audience, has a higher percentage of triple captainers than most. Therefore, loads of you are happy today. That's all I want, right? If you didn't triple captain Haaland, you're probably on wildcard and you probably got a very good team moving forward and you've probably got amazing team value. So, and you still probably captained him. If you don't own Erling Haaland, what you're doing, get out. We don't want you on this channel. No, I'm only kidding. If you don't own Haaland, you've been, you probably got to act. Sometimes FPL, there's players you can go without and you can bet against. Haaland's not one of those guys right now, and we'll see the fixture ticker in a minute. So look, guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for all the kind words as well. There's some massive points I'm seeing as well. Let me know. Yeah, I did say don't buy Bruno on wildcard. I actually said buy Foden, so I'll hold my hands up there. But look, Foden's going to be great moving forward. And do you know why I said buy Foden over Bruno? I said, and you can go back and watch this, I said something along the lines of, no, very accurate to this, how many goals do Man United score against Brentford and Sunderland? It could be 1, it could be 5. How many goals do Man City score against Burnley and Brentford? And I said, I'm backing it to be 5+. It's already 5 and they've got another game. United have scored 1. Sometimes you've got to back the team, not the player. All right, let's get on with it, shall we? Loads to get through this morning, guys. These are the games we're going to digest. There are 7 to go through. Oh, mate, Mark, I've been up since 5:30. It's not even morning to me. Going to ask all the other FPL commentators if they still think I should buy Bruno. Look, Bruno's still a good buy. I'm not going to say Bruno's a bad asset. Of course he's not. He's just not my kind of asset. Foden has an amazing record against Brentford. He absolutely does, Mark. I sold him last year ahead of that hat-trick. Or was it a brace? Wildcard template on 53 with Arsenal assets and everything. Yeah, wildcard template's looking strong. Absolutely good week for them. Good week for them. Information's king, though, right? If you're wildcard in game week 7 or 8, you've got a different looking team and a better looking team, probably. West Ham defenders now on the menu. All right. Where should we go? Where should we start? Give me a team, guys. What game do you want to start with? And we'll go to it straight away. I was at the Palace game. It was unreal. Oh, mate. Palace were unbelievable. Where's my Daniel Munoz points? Should have scored. Was 1 off DEFCON. Close to a clean sheet. Daniel Munoz could have had a 15-20 pointer. He ended up with 2. Man City, Burnley, City, Man United, Brentford. Do you know what? I think you guys are right. I think we will. I think we'll get to Man United, Brentford first. But look, expected goals from Scout. Enzo with the highest XG of the game week. Enzo is one to keep an eye on, guys. If you don't want to get João Pedro, or you're selling João Pedro, might be me. Enzo's lot of routes to points. This is all in the Scout members area, by the way. Foden top for crosses, same as Xavi Simons and Szoboszlai. By the way, Xhaka is in beast mode at the minute. Keeps getting DEFCON and smashing it. Andre always gets DEFCON. And Senesi, shout out Senesi, the only player that's 6 from 6. Tarko could match him today. 6 from 6. Unbelievable. Always gets it. XG underachievers, if you owned any of these players, count yourself unlucky. Mateta especially. Mateta had a worldy performance yesterday. The shot from distance to hit the post. Unbelievable. Morning, G. Credit for the triple captains out. Of all the content creators, you called it very... Yeah, I mean, I locked in on Saturday because I wanted you guys to follow me, right? Look, I'm going to take the plaudits a little bit because I absolutely would be getting shot down if he blanked. Right? Mateta is a monster. Yeah, I tell you what, he gave Canate an absolute go-in. Right, let's get to Brentford Man United. So, we will bring up comments on that game. So if you've got comments about Senesi or whatever, save them for the Bournemouth game. But Brentford Man United yesterday, let's start with that. We're going to spend 5 minutes per game. Guys, if you are joining for the first time or you want to support the channel, I would love you to hit that like button. I would love you to hit that subscribe button. So please do consider subscribing if you're new around here. If you see anything from today's show you like, and I'm sure you're going to, it's my favorite video of the week. It's proper informative. We got loads to get through. This is a flavor of what we're going to see just from one game or 2 games. So, Brentford versus Man United. Oh, I'll also give away 5 channel memberships to those that are subscribed. Right. 3-1. It actually looks like quite a balanced football match. Brentford have a chance. Man United have a chance. Brentford have a chance. And they're mimicking each other all game. The problem is Man United aren't clinical. And the other problem is Brentford were. Like, you look at that Thiago first goal, low XG chance, smashes it top corner, but it's just lapses of concentration. How did Igor Thiago get behind Harry Maguire that easily? Looked like he was offside. He wasn't. Lapse of concentration. And look, when we see the shot map, what are Brentford continuing to do? Under Keith Andrews, the same as under Thomas Frank, they're getting big chances. Only 10 attempts yesterday, 3 goals. That ratio is insane. Look at all the shots inside the box that are big circles. You will see Premier League teams yesterday not have a single big circle. Well, Brentford had 5. They get big chances and they're doing really well. Man United, 3 big chances, including, you can see the penalty there for Bruno, right on the penalty spot, but also 2 other big chances, and one was the goal from Sesko. It's a problem. United need to be more clinical. United are also, and Brentford, a lot of their chances, set pieces. Set pieces this season are really, really going for it. Thank you very much, Keith. All right. When we look at the bonus points and the defensive contributions before we analyse the 11s, bonus was always going to go to the forwards that scored goals, right? Thiago and Sesko were going to get bonus. DEFCON, what's interesting, in a game against United, you would expect Brentford to clock the DEFCON, especially the defenders. They didn't. Yarmulke were there with 12. Bruno 1 short. De Ligt gets DEFCON. Not a massive look. Cunha working hard off the ball. 8. How United setting up? Always this is the case. Brian Mbeumo is high and wide. He is the outlet. He's the sexy pick. Brian Mbeumo is going to bang soon. Oh, thank you for the subs. He is going to bang soon. Don't know when. I don't think Sunderland's the fixture, guys. Loads are looking at Man United for Sunderland, being like, oh, yeah, I get Man United players for Sunderland. Like, is that a good thing? Don't know. Don't think it is. When we look at the Man United fixtures, and by the way, look how deep Bruno is. He's playing next to Ugarte. Without that penalty, Bruno doesn't have a sniff. That's why he's not a me pick. I know he has DEFCON. I know he has pens. I know he has set pieces, but he's just not got the open play threat for me. That's just how I pick players, probably wrongly. Yusuf, thank you so much for supporting. If you've got a question, let me know and we'll bring it up. Man United, by the way, fixtures. This is filtered by difficulty till game week 16, which is when we get the 5 free transfers, which is when AFCON. So I feel like going up to 16 is a nice little touch point. Man United there, sort of 6th. Is that 6th? Sunderland next, then Liverpool, then Brighton, then Forest. I don't think these are easy fixtures. The spell I like for Man United is probably from Everton. Everton Palace, West Ham, Wolves. They should be better. They've got a full week on the training ground. Man United don't have European football. We should be seeing Man United putting in real good performances at the weekend, because unlike so many of the teams, they have a full midweek. They're not even in the EFL Cup. Just not seeing it. I think they're a swerve. I think they're all a swerve. And don't think about targeting Sunderland. If anything, buy Sunderland players. Thank you, Andres. Now, Brentford, let's give them some credit. And look, I look at Brentford and I watch Kevin Schade and I watch Dango and I watch Igor, that front three, and I go, should we be looking at Brentford players because they're cheap? When we look at the Brentford fixtures, annoyingly, they're right at the bottom of the ticker. And it's Man City up next. They're probably a swerve because of the fixtures. Man City and Liverpool and Newcastle and Palace are 4 of the next 5. They got West Ham in there. So unfortunately, Brentford, they're a swerve, but well played, put up a good fight. And I said yesterday on the deadline stream, I fancy Brentford to win that football match. And they did. United just are not a good team. They're not a well-functioning team. They're not a good they're just, yeah, they're individuals. They're still a team of individuals. All right, let's get to the proper games. Sorry, United fans. I just don't, I always dig you out. It's just how I go. Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love this football match so much. I love Crystal Palace. I used to work at Crystal Palace, so they're my second team. And like, which neutral doesn't like Crystal Palace? They play football always. They always have a go. They cause big teams problems. They score goals. They create chances. They play with wing backs, and they play the Amorim system, right? They play the Amorim formation. Slightly different system. 3-4-3. This is how you play 3-4-3, Amorim. All right. Glasner has been like a man possessed. He's been ridiculous. Palace is not an easy fixture anymore. No, absolutely not. Tony, congratulations, your Palace team winning. Palace deserved to win. Absolutely did. So from start to finish, they dominated. Look at that XG plot at half-time. At half-time, Crystal Palace go in with about 3 XG and Liverpool on 0.5. That's mad. That is a one-sided football match. And how Palace did not go in like 2-3 goals up. Fortunately, they got the late winner, which they absolutely deserved. Should they have conceded? Yeah, 2.68 Liverpool clock. That's a good number away from home. But Liverpool, you cannot concede 2.68 XG. That's not good. 4.21 XG. That is not. You're not going to win the league conceding 4.21 XG at Palace. Like, you've got to be Liverpool defenders. Got to be careful. How did Munoz not score? I know. Cracking save, to be fair. Got to tuck that away, though. Love slot whining added time ever. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Oh, you benched Munoz, did you, Paul? He's such a dangerous player to bench because in any given week he can do it. And Daniel Munoz, by the way, 9 DEFCON. 1 short. Now, Virgil van Dijk finished on 9 and he got clocked up to 10 post-match. Unfortunately, that's not happened with Daniel Munoz. So if you own Van Dijk, you've got those 2 extra points. By the way, Ismail Assar, I'm proper interested. Let me just show you. Always start Munoz. Yeah. It's a waste of money. Maybe. Let's go into the game in detail. Kieran, by the way, I loved your Match Today challenge. I watched parts of it back this morning. Very good. Love Chucky next to you. Right. Look at all these big chances that Palace created. 16 shots. Loads from set pieces as well. 1.65. They are dangerous from set pieces. Now, this is why I like Lacroix. Lacroix is often the guy they look for. He didn't score yesterday. Gahey with the assist, by the way. But we're going to see Lacroix getting goals. And I think Lacroix and Richards, both are great. I think Lacroix is worth the extra 0.5. Now, when we look at the bonus from yesterday and we look at the DEFCON, Lacroix, of course, got DEFCON. It's just what he does. Now, whoever plays up against Mo Salah has always got a chance of DEFCON as well, because Liverpool are always looking to the right. I knew this game was going to go higher for Mitchell than it was for Munoz for DEFCON. And Munoz got close, but Mitchell with 13. You won't see Mitchell clocking 13 again this season, I doubt. Lacroix, 13. Richards, 13. Gahey still got DEFCON as well. All Palace centre-backs getting DEFCON. Ismail Assar, by the way, fair play. You get 3 bonus points in and amongst the goals. First game back, he didn't play 90. I think Nketiah came on for him. He's not going to play 90 first game back. But should we be looking at Ismail Assar? Look where he played. Best Salah replacement, Sarr. This is why Sarr is unbelievable. Look how high he is. You'd watch, if you didn't know, you'd think Sarr was the number 9. This is a proper sexy average position. Now, Ismail Assar fixtures moving forward. When we look at Crystal Palace, that top half, I like the next couple though. Everton, Bournemouth. Arsenal away is tough, right? But then at home, Brentford, at home, Brighton, the derby. So in the next 5 games, you've got 3 really good home games. Not really good, but good. Like Bournemouth, Brentford, and Brighton, they're all middling teams. Like they're all around Crystal Palace. But it's 3 teams at home and at Selhurst Park. I mean, they're good on the road, don't get me wrong. Excuse me, don't get me wrong. Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, 3 of the next 5. Ismail Assar could be a buy. It could be a buy. If you are shopping for a mid-price midfielder, do you sell Salah to Sarr? I don't know. I'm keeping Salah, I think. I get why some would look at it. Sarr is absolutely unbelievable, though. And can I see Sarr doing well in fixtures against Everton and Bournemouth? Yeah. Bournemouth especially, at home. Keep your eyes on Sarr. So let's go back to the game. Wharton could have had 2 assists on any other given day. Wharton's a really nice option. Played next to Kamada. Jeremy Pino is deeper than I thought, but it's a front 2 effectively. Mateta and Sarr should both be on your radar. Daniel Munoz is a really hard sell. I still prefer the DEFCON reliability of a Lacroix over Munoz, and I think I'll be making that switch soon. I held on to Haaland too. Nice. Bruno to Sarr, maybe. Like, Sarr's great. Sarr is unbelievable. And Wharton, what a baller. Let's have a look at the other team that played in this football match. Usually we'd be analysing Liverpool, but this is more a Palace deep dive. Now, Liverpool, Kirkez was higher than Bradley. Bradley got the start over Frimpong. Konate got higher DEFCON than Virgil. Viet started on the left, but actually played so narrow. And then Szoboszlai. DEFCON beast Szoboszlai, and probably Liverpool's best player this season so far. Szoboszlai is actually worth a look because he's starting every game. At times he has to play right back. At times he plays 10. At times he plays 8. But he's always good for DEFCON. And he's 6.5 million. If you want cover in Liverpool and you don't own a Salah, you could go there. Isak had a bit of an off day. Salah's still the good position. They didn't get the ball enough to him though, did they? Mo Salah moving forward, do we sell him? If you still own Mo, I think you keep the faith if you can. Chelsea's an all right fixture the way Chelsea are defending and the suspensions they've got. But then Man United is a proper Salah fixture in game week 8. Brentford, Villa, it's good fixtures for Liverpool all the way up to AFCON. Before AFCON, he's got Sunderland, Leeds and Brighton. Like, if you need the money, you sell him. But if you don't, try and keep him. Is Gravenberch a buy? I just don't think he is. He's been jamming points. I don't think I can justify a Liverpool DM. I don't know. That's not on set pieces. But when we look at Liverpool's DEFCON, like, he's always there or thereabouts, isn't he? So he's clearly a good buy. He's just not the sexiest of picks. But yeah, again, 3 bonus points. He's getting attacking returns, and we don't expect that. The attacking returns are not sustainable for Gravenberch, in my opinion. Just don't see it. But for DEFCON alone, how much is he? Is he 5? I don't even know because I've not even looked. I think he's 5. 5.6. Yeah. No, I think if you just want DEFCON, there's 5 million options out there. Guys, if you're watching on catch up, then yeah, come and drop a comment. And if you're watching and you've seen my mini league code there on the bottom right, it's OAD0FX. If you want to check out my mini league, you can. You'd be very, very welcome. Morning to everyone just joining. We're going through game by game. This is my favorite stream of the week. We go through XG plots. We go through pass maps, average position maps, shot maps, all of the good stuff. We've just done Man United, Brentford. We've just done Crystal Palace, Liverpool. But now we're going to move on to our third game. And I guess you've probably guessed where we're going. Guys, there are nearly 700 of you watching. That's awesome for a Sunday morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you do want to support the channel, I know there's about 300 of you, just under half, that aren't subscribed. If you want to hit that subscribe button because you like this sort of content, I do it every Sunday morning. Hit the notification bell. You'll know when the video drops. You'll know when I go live. I'll be doing more on my team later this evening. Pretty much daily videos on this channel. But this is the best one, I think. If you agree, let us know in the comments. Give people reasons to subscribe, guys. Is it worth moving Van Dijk to an Arsenal defender and who? Yeah, definitely. Liverpool's defence pool, I'm just not... This is telling. 4.21 against them. Look at the shot map against them. All those big chances they're conceding. And look at the Liverpool fixtures moving forward. And whilst I think they're good for attack, and this is filtered by attacking difficulty, Will Chelsea score versus Liverpool at Stamford Bridge? I think so. United, good chance of scoring. When Liverpool go to Brentford, did Brentford score? I think so. Brentford are good at home. Like the next 3 games, you might get 1 clean sheet, but with Arsenal, you take any 3-game section of Arsenal and you probably get 2 clean sheets, or it feels like you've got a good chance of getting 2. Yeah, we'll get to Xhaka in a minute, mate. Yeah, absolutely is. So we'll move on to, where should we go? We got to go Man City, haven't we? Come on, triple captainers, unite. Get in. We did it. Absolutely huge. Like, to get that on a single game week is unbelievable. And some will say you got lucky because they were late goals. I'm sorry, when it was 3-1 and City had dominated the football match and Haaland hadn't scored, you would claim to be unlucky. Goals in the 90th minute count the same as goals in the 10th minute. You're not unlucky at all. In a 5-1 win, which we saw coming, and we said there was a huge ceiling in this football match. We said Burnley were the weakest defence in the league. We said City were the best attack. It was all there. Thank you so much, Glenn Johnson, for becoming a member for 2 months. Doku was on fire. Absolutely. Reinders is there still. Triple captain Haaland, we're there. Biggest green arrow in a long time. Thank you, Haaland. Reinders will return. Reinders is a great hold. Don't worry about Reinders, guys. He's absolutely there for the long haul. He's a set and forget. Remember what you're paying. Sunday streams is the Sunday supplement we need. Thank you very much. Harling, you beauty. Loving all the comments, guys. Did it get the points, but was worried? Yeah, I was worried. Like, I was listening on the radio. I was driving back from a farm visit with my daughter. Driving really slowly because I knew I was getting home at 1:45 and the game would finish at 10:02. And I was like, I don't want to get out of the car because then I can't listen to the radio and I'm going to miss it. So I was driving proper slow. Payback for all those Salah. Yeah, absolutely. I was on wildcards, couldn't triple captain, but leaving Xhaka and Rodon on the bench was my fault. Oh, damn, Philip. That is a good bench. Half my rank as a triple captaincy. We'll talk about Kudus and we'll talk about the other questions you've got when we get to that game. Spurs is coming up soon. But let's go Man City. Like, this is what they're going to do. They're going to be flat track bully. Well, they're just going to score bundles of goals. I don't want to use the term flat track bullies because they'll beat good teams too. I think City are going to win the league this year, guys. I honestly do. Liverpool dropping points yesterday is huge as well. But Man City, the more and more I look at them, I'm just like, we have to have double City attack. Reinders Haaland's obvious, but Phil Foden, in a way, I'm glad he blanked. Because honestly, if you're selling Salah this week, I'd go to Phil Foden. But no one's talking about Phil Foden now because he got 1 point yesterday. On another day, Foden goes big. Like that first goal everyone thought was Foden's, it was an own goal from Estev. Like, I really like the Foden pick. I'm tempted to go there myself for Brentford as well. So, all the shots, barely any from set pieces, 0.56. Most of their XG is coming in open play. They concede none. Again, Man City defense is still a good option. They shouldn't have conceded yesterday, but they always seem to concede one. Like, that's why I don't like City defense as much. But look at all the XG and the chances from Man City. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I'll show you in a second. Not great for DEFCON. Fine. We don't expect that. But is Doku and Foden really good options now? Yeah, they are. You will not see an average position map there. Usually, the average position maps start much lower, much lower. They're all in the opponent's half. They're playing football, even the centre backs, in the opponent's half. Jeremy Doku was unbelievable yesterday. And post-match, Pep came out and said he's playing like the best football he has in a Man City shirt. He's the best. I think he said something like he's the best at what he does in the world right now. That is in like beating a man. He's finding Haaland. He never used to do that. He's really upped his game. And he said he's unbelievable against low blocks. Now, if Pep's going to play Doku every time we play a low block, you want him in your team. Because when he plays low blocks, they're teams like the newly promoted teams. They're the teams where the ceiling is 5-6 goals. Doku's hard to drop any fixture now. But when they play Brentford next week, Doku starts. When they play Everton, Doku, I think, will start. Aston Villa, maybe not, but Doku's a punt. But boy, he's a fun punt. Probably having the best season. Yeah, he looks amazing. We've got a Foden mega haul coming, absolutely. Doku or Reinders on wildcard. I mean, Doku's more fun, but both and Haaland. You could go, honestly, on wildcard, you could go triple Man City attack. Doku's having his best season. Yeah, he absolutely is. So, Proper good from Man City. They're going to score bundles of goals in a lot of these fixtures. It's Brentford up next, Everton, Villa, Bournemouth. I might just go and buy a third. I might just go buy Foden, you know. The reason I prefer Foden to Doku is just I worry about minutes moving forward with Doku. He has one bad game. He's dropped. It's the wrong position he's dropped. Remember, Cherki and Marmoush coming back into this team. Now, that can affect Foden minutes too. But so far, I think Doku, sorry, I think has he started every game? No, may have missed one. So anyway, both are great picks. Obviously, Erling Haaland's a must-have. Haaland's going to be a set and forget captain for many now as well. Do we captain Haaland next week versus Brentford away, or do you go to Gyökeres versus West Ham at home? You still go Haaland, in my opinion. Haaland's going to be so heavily captained. Guys, we might just get to 1,000 watching live, which I think would be a record on the Sunday debrief. 890 watching. Thank you so much. To help that, if you hit the like button, it massively boosts the algorithm for me. So please hit the thumbs up button, the 890 watching. That would really, really help. And I know most of you are subscribed. If you want to add a comment, then you've got to be subscribed. But if you're not subbed, I'm sure, hopefully you've seen enough today and you want to do it. Haaland captain because of Nuno Masterclass. Do you know what? Let's poll that. Who's going to be your captain for game week? Let's do early captaincy poll, shall we? This will be interesting. Who will you capt in game week 7? Of course, Haaland's going to be. So Haaland's got Brentford away. Gyökeres or Saka. It's got West Ham at home. Who's Salah got? Salah's got Chelsea away. Let's just do those three. Oh, Bruno. Sunderland. Oh, gifted a membership. Thank you, Glenn. I really appreciate that, mate. Double pivot lads in the house. I watched a bit of the challenge. 900 in the stream watching live. Thank you, guys. You can hit the buttons if you fancy. I'm going to give away 5 memberships today to celebrate these awesome numbers. So 5 of you will win a channel membership. All you got to do to win a membership is like and subscribe. That's simple. YouTube will allocate 5 of you randomly later in the stream. I've been tinkering between Haaland and Bruno captaincy. Gabriel, good shout too. No, you got a captain attacker for me. At the moment, 82% of you are going captain Haaland. 14% Gyökeres. No one's on Salah. 5% are on Bruno. Yeah, like I think if Haaland blanks, maybe it's a very different poll. But why Bruno? Because there's so many United fans. I wouldn't captain Bruno, and Sunderland are very good. Anyway, we'll get on to that. We'll get on to Sunderland in a minute. We got to talk about no, we don't really need to talk about Burnley. No, fine. Jayden Anthony keeps scoring, but whatever. I still don't think we're buying him. I just question. Jayden Anthony's probably going to score against Leeds and Wolves. He's going to get a goal in that one of those 2 fixtures, isn't he? But we just keep ignoring him because he's a Burnley player. All I'd say about Burnley, by the way, if you do want a DEFCON beast, there are options at Burnley. Florentino will get DEFCON every game. He got 12 yesterday, but usually he hits higher than that. Esteve also with DEFCON, but conceded loads. So, oh, thank you so much, Yusuf, for the sticker. Really appreciate that, mate. I think I've allowed gifting, no? Gifting should be allowed. Oh, I'm terrible at tech. All right, let's move on, shall we? From... Yeah, good finishes, 2 own goals from Esteve. All right, where do we get to? Where do you want to go? Chelsea, right? Got to do Chelsea. Oh, do we have to, Janny? Let's do Chelsea. Come on. If this game finishes at half time, okay, this is a proper cliche. Okay. Can anyone guess the cliche I'm about to say? Let's see if someone can guess the cliche. Right, hang on. 5 words. What is the common, sports reporters use it all the time, commentators use it. 5 words to describe this game, a proper sporting or football cliche. Okay, maybe 7 words, depending on how you say it. Oh, you guys are good. You guys are so good. It's not a game of 4 halves, but it is. It's a game of 2 halves. I hate saying it, but it's so true. You guys, honestly, ridiculous. I would never have got that because I'm just rubbish at those sorts of questions. There you go. So many of you got it so quickly. Another silly red and another ill-disciplined performance from Chelsea. Just can we finish football matches, please? Like after that Enzo goal, pretty much no XG, but started the game well. Big chance for Enzo and he scores it, sure. Brighton didn't have a sniff. What the hell changed? The red card changed. But before that even, Brighton looked like they were going to get back into it. It's just so bad. Guys, I think I'm selling João Pedro. Depending on how Ollie Watkins plays today, I'm buying Gyökeres next week. I don't know if I'm buying Gyökeres for João Pedro or for Watkins. But honestly, knowing Watkins, knowing João Pedro, right, let me show you his next two fixtures. This is my theory. Chelsea play Liverpool next. Don't see him getting much out of that one. And then they play Forest days after the international break. Now, straight off the international break, playing Forest isn't going to be easy for João Pedro because he's playing for Brazil, probably in Japan. That's going to be a long flight back and they're the early kickoff. Neil, what do you make of this? Selling João Pedro ahead of those two. I could buy him back for Sunderland and Tottenham Wolves if I needed to, but João Pedro hasn't had a shot on target in 3 games. João Pedro's XG in the last 3 games, I'm going to give you this now. I'm just looking at his profile on the website. His XG in the last 3 games goes 0.00, 0.00, and 0.15. The first 3 games of the season, he was clocking XG of 0.66, 0.41, 0.28. João Pedro has fallen off a cliff, and it's not his fault. He doesn't have Cole Palmer. He doesn't have Liam Delap. He's got a team full of idiots behind him making stupid mistakes. João Pedro isn't going to win football matches without a team around him, but it's not looking good. So yeah, feel sorry for João Pedro is perfect summary, actually, Neil. I hadn't read that last bit. But as things stand, does he get anything in the next 2? No, and he's not had a shot an attempt on target in 3 games. No, go to Gyökeres, Gianni, and then go Watkins too. I'm thinking Strand Larsen. By the way, when we talk fixtures, we'll get to Wolves later. Quite like Strand Larsen for the next few. So, Chelsea, do we keep João Pedro? I think we could ditch him. I really do. I don't think we want Chelsea defenders. If you own Sanchez like me, you can't wait to sell him. Guys, I'm going to be playing Dubravka next few weeks. Or I'm wildcarding Sanchez out. It's one of those things. Not having Palmer and having forward sacrificed around him with no service. I think Wood is a sell more for me. Yeah, he is, to be fair. I'd sell Wood first. João Pedro's output is evened out, but he's being massively performing. True. The first 3 weeks we got lucky in a way. He'll be a buy again, and that's fine. You can go buy him again. But at the moment, a team full of idiots. You can't say that. Whoops, I just did. Gusto, I won't repeat that. And Brighton should have had another pen. You're quite right. Like, this game was rubbish for Chelsea. And do you know what? It's a bit of a scouting mission for Chelsea. We'll just go and buy Minter now, won't we? We'll go buy De Kuiper now. You look at the game yesterday, and you've got Sanchez, Cucurella, 2 Brighton players, João Pedro 3rd, and there was a 4th, Caicedo. Whoa! Like it's about 250 million. 250 million and 4 players, 4 of Brighton's best players in the last 5 years are on the pitch, not Sanchez, are on the pitch for Chelsea, and we still lose that football match. It's embarrassing. I'm so fed up with Chelsea at the minute. Minter to Chelsea. Wait and see. Oh, do you know, we may as well take Herzer as well. We had Potter, that went wrong. Or maybe we go for De Zerbi, you know. So, Chelsea, embarrassing performance yesterday, and I look at them moving forward and I don't love them. 13 shots is fine, but a lot of them are low speculative efforts. 2 big chances and the rest are like pop shots. Brighton, what shot map would you rather? 12 of Brighton's, all in the box, quite a lot of big chances. Chelsea's 2 huge chances and the rest just pop shots. Rubbish. Got to do better than that. Enzo's a good pick, and part of the attraction of ditching João Pedro could mean I get on Enzo in a few weeks' time if I need to, if I've got a midfield spot available. He won't get DEFCON much, Enzo, and Caicedo actually fell below DEFCON for once. Only the 11th Caicedo is so rare. But yeah, James bought him Minter last night. Fair play. Minter looks amazing. Wait till you see the Minter average position map. It's coming up in about 30 seconds' time. Reece James, high and wide, I liked, but you're not going to go and buy him. Pedro Neto, the outlet, again, he's not the player he was in the Club World Cup. He's also on a slump. But it's the key cogs around him. Chelsea are making too many changes each week, and they don't know who they're playing with. There is no fixed 11 because of injuries, suspensions, and Maresca not really knowing who his first choices are. Look at Yakubu Minter. For those that have just bought him in, this might help you a little bit. Unbelievable. Him and Ismail Assar, pretty much the same. Like, let me show you the Ismail Assar average position again. Let's compare Crystal Palace and Brighton. Ismail Assar, highest and central, even though you don't have him playing down the middle. Often on the counter, central areas, but playing from the right. Yakubu Minter, same again. Like, these are 6.5 million midfielders. Look at them. Look at them. So look, honestly, Minter's a really good pickup. I put him in my wildcard team last week. He's 5.9 million. Now the Brighton fixtures, let's just go to them. Yeah. What do we have here, Chai? Your favourite, mate. Your absolute favourite average position maps. By the way, Chai is an absolute fraud. He wasn't even going to triple captain Haaland. He's not on wildcard. I tell you what, he got so lucky. He's the luckiest manager out there. He only triple captained him because I was like, mate, have a reality check. Shame on you. You don't deserve those points. Guys, do check out FPL Chai, who's one of my favourites in the community and a proper good FPL manager. And he's flying. Chai, what's your rank? You must be like 20k or something. Unbelievable start to the season, mate. Well played. We've got 1,000 of you watching, and some might be interested in this man, Yakubu Minter. Unbelievable at 5.9 million. The Brighton fixtures, they're like 5th in the ticker. This is from difficulty all the way to AFCON. Is Minter going to AFCON? He's Gambian. Gambia, AFCON. I don't know if they've qualified. Ghana didn't qualify, which is Semenyo and Kudus' team. I'm not going to research it now. You can do that research yourself, or someone can let me know in the chat. Morning, guys. Chai in the house. I'll be streaming with him on Scout later. Come on, the 100k. 8 blanks. Doesn't matter, mate. You're triple captain Haaland. Like, Gambia didn't qualify. Good knowledge there, James. Straight off. Right. 999 of you in the house. Thank you. For Brighton, by the way, Wolves up next. Newcastle, Man United, Leeds, Palace, Brentford, Forest, Villa, West Ham. It's a brilliant stretch. It's a brilliant stretch. I don't love Brighton defenders ever. I never feel like they're going to keep a clean sheet, but Minter could be a great pick. Honestly, if I'm on wildcard and I'm going to look at wildcard this week, proper thought that Minter could come in. In terms of minutes yesterday, because I know he was a doubt going into it, he still played 90. He's played 90 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 games he's had 90. 0.36 XG. 1.6 XG this season. You're not going to get DEFCON from him. That's fine. He actually has hit DEFCON once this season, by the way. Yeah. All right. Let's move on from Brighton. Let's get to Leeds Bournemouth, shall we? Got to do Leeds Bournemouth. Guys in the chat, thank you so much for watching live, but thank you. Sipping tea at you. Lovely. I'm going to sip my coffee. With over 1,000 in, like, that's unbelievable. Thank you so much for the support. I'll give away 5 channel memberships at the end of the stream. You'll only get that if you're liked or subscribed. So please do hit those buttons with the notification bell, and 5 of you will win. I would love to get close to 35k subscribers, which might be doable in the next couple of weeks. So you can help me get to 35k, hopefully, guys, by subscribing right now. I do these every Sunday, by the way. Every Sunday. Sometimes they're pre-recorded, sometimes they're live. So let me know what you prefer. But look, Leeds versus Bournemouth. Semenyo owners, you're happy. What you're not happy about, Semenyo owners, is when you go 1-0 up early in the game, 1, you're looking for another goal contribution. 2, you're hoping there's no other goals because you're like, Semenyo's going to get through a couple of bonus points here. Because there were other goals, Semenyo way off in the bonus. Way off in the bonus. He's a DEFCON monster. He's the only player to have 6 from 6. Tarkowski could match that. Live is tops. Senesi is DEFCON inevitable. Love that phrase. Leeds were the better team, though. And actually, I quite like Leeds. If you're looking for a 4 million defender, sure, Sunderland, but also Leeds. Like, Rodon's a really good option. 19 shots they created, but they only conceded 0.96 XG to a good Bournemouth side. Like, they didn't really deserved 2 goals, Bournemouth. And the free kick, I thought, from Semenyo was pretty lucky under the wall, and the draft excluder didn't keep it out. So look, when we look at both these teams moving forward, Leeds for clean sheets, Tottenham at home, Burnley away, West Ham at home. I reckon they get a clean sheet or 2 in the next 3. And I might be looking for a short-term defender. So I'm looking at Rodon, who for DEFCON is not bad either. He didn't get DEFCON yesterday, but he's had it, I think, twice this season. He was close to bonus points. Obviously, he gets the goal. Pascal Strike is 4.5 million, slightly better for DEFCON, but Rodon's 4. And how are they playing? Ampadu's playing DM. We'll come to Bournemouth in a second. Calvert-Lewin's getting all the starts now and all the minutes. Goodmanson's often the outlet down the left, and Bogle. The fullbacks at Leeds are really good. I think Leeds have got a real chance staying up. And Longstaff was amazing yesterday. Need to shout him out. He was fantastic. What a goal. Yeah, the draft excluder for the free kick. If you've seen the Semenyo goal, the reason you lay a player under the wall is so the wall can jump and the player lying under the wall can block the shot. You rarely see it happen, but Semenyo goes, the draft excluder's in the wrong place. He's covering only half the goal, not 3/4 of the goal. The draft excluder should be able to cover a lot of the goal from 10 yards with the angles. So Semenyo's like, they're clearly going to jump because they've got a draft excluder. You don't have a draft excluder there and not jump, right? So he knows they're going to jump. It's just smart. He doesn't even hit it along the floor. He hits it like that high off the floor, but because they jump so high and the draft excluder rubbish. So yeah, Semenyo, fair play owners, you got your goal. I don't own Semenyo and I'm gutted every time I see him return because I know what a good pick he is. All I'd say now is his price is going up so much, and he rised again last night. He's 7.8 million. I prefer Phil Foden, guys. Give me Foden, right? Give me Minter and save loads of money, or Sarr and save loads of money, or Foden and spend the same. I don't know if I'm buying Semenyo now if he's quite the asset. Like, some paid 7 million for Semenyo. That's about right. 7.8 is pushing it now. His fixtures are good, though. Like, when we look at Semenyo moving forward, should we be buying him? Sure, he's a good buy. He's 52% owned. I am taking on the template every time I don't own Semenyo. He's the only one that gets 90. Bournemouth team yesterday. Right, there were 3. All right, let's see if you can guess them. There were 3 players yesterday for Bournemouth, attacking players, that didn't start. They're not on this map now, and they had started 5 from 5, all 3 of them. Who are the 3 players that started 5 from 5 yet didn't start yesterday? Who's going to get all 3 of them? 3 players should have started yesterday because they've been doing well, Bournemouth, with these 3 in attack. And all 3 of them were benched by Areola. I thought that was a bizarre decision. And actually, I think they paid the price because, look, they were the much better team. Leeds were the much better team. The shot map shows it. The XG plot shows it. One is Tavernier, correct. So Tavernier came out and he put Cliver in. Fair enough. No, El Kroupi hasn't started a game. Brooks should have played on the right. Instead, he played new signing Adley. And then the third one, no one's got it. No one's got it. Yeah, someone has. Nixie, Alex Scott. So Christie came in, and that's fair play. Like, Christie and Tyler Adams were the 2 last season. You could play Christie in the Adams role and you could play Scott there, but Scott's been playing really well. I just think Tavernier, Brooks and Scott, that was the big difference yesterday for Bournemouth. And I think probably 2 of them come back in. I think Christie keeps his spot. And Christie at 5 million is actually genuinely worth a look because he's amazing for DEFCON, or was last season. All right, so that's Bournemouth. Moving forward, do we buy them? If you don't have Semenyo like me, do you buy? I think you can continue to go without. I think there's more fun picks. Fulham, Crystal Palace, Forest, City. It's okay fixtures. It's not amazing. It's not amazing, is it? I don't think so. So that's Bournemouth. And of course, well, we've reviewed Leeds. We've still got games to get to, though. What haven't we done? Let's have a look. Let's go back to it. We've still got a couple of games to do. So we'll get to the games we've not done in a second. Before we do, guys, can I have 60 seconds of your time? Stay tuned for this because we've got more games to get to. But for those of you that aren't aware and you've seen the code on screen, I've got a partnership with FPro, and I only take partnerships with brands I believe in. But FPro is an awesome product. Just check out Jacob's story, right? This is Jacob. We all know a Jacob. Let me know in the chat if you know a Jacob, a football obsessed boy or girl that wants to do more than just play on the football pitch. They want to be playing in their bedroom all the time. And this is what FPro does. It's an app, right? This is a hashtag ad for FPro. This is the world's leading football training app. and you can play in the comfort of your own room on the app. All you need is the training mat and the app from FPro. You can check it out for 20% off. So, Jacob, football obsessed, how can he improve his touch, his ball control, his technical ability on the ball? Well, FPro is like a dedicated training program. It's amazing. I would have loved this product as a kid. It's a 7-step program, competitions, changes each month. You have coaches who are UEFA certified or former pros. How unbelievable access is that? All from the comfort of your own home. So if you want to check FPro out, you want to join the FPro community. As a kid, I'd rather my kid on FPro than Instagram or TikTok, talking football, not sending selfies. It's an unbelievable product and worth checking out. They do prizes, team of the week competitions, FIFA cards. It's all there. And it's 20% off with code GIANNI. You can scan it. There's a link in the description. The mat is unbelievable, but it's more than a mat. It's a dedicated training program through the app. The grip socks I wear, I'm playing on Monday night in them, and all sorts. 20% off throughout the website. Check it out if you fancy. Perfect Christmas present. If you've got a son or daughter, a niece, a nephew that's football obsessed, give it a go. And if you're a Jacob, let me know in the chat. All right, let's get back to it, shall we? So, what are the games? Forest, Sunderland. And we've got to do Spurs as well. Spurs coming up in a second. At least he's not talking about shaving his balls anymore. Oh, don't you worry, Rosa Donna. There'll be more from Manscaped coming up. Not in today's show, there won't be. Pleasant start to a Sunday morning. Don't worry, Chai. Spurs is next. Spurs don't deserve to be anywhere other than the final match on the running order. Last game on Match of the Day, mate. Can I just say, if you watch my wildcard video on Thursday, there were 2 players I put in my wildcard team. And I had comments going, why would you have double Sunderland? I had 2 players in my wildcard team, and it was breaking news in our members-only WhatsApp group. I had Xhaka and I had Alderete in my wildcard team that I would if I had wildcarded last week. Xhaka and Alderete were unbelievable yesterday. Big points for both. Xhaka, 20 DEFCON, gets the assist. Alderete, goal, clean sheet, and DEFCON. It's like 17 points for Alderete. I tweeted about it too. Like, Alderete is a great pick. Xhaka's a great pick. So, look, I'm happy. Yeah, Chris Wood, mate. He's on the list of you're unlucky if you own. Like, look at this from Scout. If you own any of these players, you're unlucky. So, yeah, Neil Robertson, the big chance miss, but you've got to get rid of him. I think Igor Jesus could come in. But we'll talk about Forest in a sec. Let's talk about Forest and Sunderland in this football match. Back on track, Gianni. Back on track. 1.67 XG for Forest, 2.39 for Sunderland. Even football match probably should have been a draw. Should both teams have conceded? Yes. Are you annoyed if you had a Nottingham Forest clean sheet wipeout? Yeah, but you can't be because Sunderland clocked 2.39 and Ange Postecoglou is going to concede 2 XG most games. That's the problem. And it is a real problem. Nico Williams is leaving my team ASAP. Now, Sunderland, lucky to keep the clean sheet. Very lucky to keep the clean sheet. DEFCON all over the place. Anderson always gets it. Xhaka always gets it. Alderete always gets it. Mukelele will mostly get it as well, worth noting. And then you look at the chances, like big chances for Forest there, Chris Wood. And Sunderland, not huge chances, but loads of them. Forest, not huge chances, but loads of them. 22 shots. 22 shots. You've got to be scoring from 22 shots, haven't you? But again, would you rather 22 low XG chances or 5 big? 5 big. That's the Brentford model. That's now the Tottenham model. You look at Brentford from yesterday. Let me show you it. Let's compare. Look at the Brentford shot map. 10 efforts from Brentford, 3 goals. 22 efforts from Forest, no goals. Look at the shots. Left-hand side of the screen. Look at the shots from Forest. Good positions, but small circles. Look at the shots from Brentford. Not many of them, but big circles. That is the key. And Ange Postecoglou needs to wise up to that if he hasn't done already. If Keith Andrews can do it, if Pep Guardiola is really good at it, if Thomas Frank can do it, why are all managers not focusing on fewer shots but bigger chances and a better ratio? Look, Sunderland are doing it. Don't know. Sounds easy. Yeah, Labris looks great. And he's doing that. Forest are dead to me. Wilson Isidore's getting the starts now. Started the season with Mayenda. Isidore scored, 3 or 4 goals already? Masuaku came in at left back. It's just a good setup. Like, they've got Lefay's a quality player. Xhaka's unbelievable still at this level. Xhaka at Leverkusen was playing as an 8. He's back playing the 6, and that's his best role. Alderete and Mukiele, a great combination at centre-back. Rose keeps making great saves. Sunderland are going to keep some clean sheets. Let me show you Sunderland in the ticker, by the way. And let's look at Forest in the ticker, because Forest are an immediate sell. Sunderland, I think you can buy them for DEFCON. I know they're at the bottom of the ticker, but Man United, Wolves, Chelsea, Everton, they've got some clean sheet games. And in the games they don't keep clean sheets, Alderete is still going to be a threat. They always look for him at set pieces. Now, when we look at Nottingham Forest, again, like, I don't love these fixtures. They're right in the middle of the table there. But Newcastle, Chelsea, Bournemouth, Man United, if you've got Milenkovic, Murillo, Williams, Sells, any of those defenders or goalkeeper, get rid. They ain't keeping clean sheets. You're conceding like 1.67 XG. Not good. Not good. In terms of that Forest personnel, even Gibbs White was dropped yesterday. Ange does not know his best 11. McAtee played instead of Gibbs White. The wide men change all the time. The back four feels settled, but Dominguez came in to play the Douglas Luiz role. It's been Sangari. The constant is Elliot Anderson, and he is their best player, and he is the DEFCON beast, and he's still a good buy because they're going to score goals. But yeah, you've got to be selling Matt Sales, guys. I've got to sell Nico Williams, who's also had a price drop. Now he's 4.9. All right, come on then. Let's get to it. Spurs. Spurs versus Wolves. Could have been 0-0. 1-1's probably fair. Bit of a boring Saturday night football. I didn't watch it. I've watched the highlights this morning. I watched enough football yesterday to be like, I'm not watching this one at 8 o'clock. Porro didn't start. Just a rest, just part of rotation. That's going to happen. Wolves, quite like them for clean sheets. I actually think Wolves might keep a clean sheet or two. Look at their fixtures moving forward, right? They're halfway up the ticker, but Brighton, Sunderland, Burnley, Fulham, Chelsea, like it's a good sea of green. Brighton, Sunderland, Burnley, Fulham. It's a great run of 4 for Wolves. Tottenham, Leeds, Villa, Everton, Chelsea, Man United. But do you know what my headline on Tottenham is? They're not going to score many, and they're not going to concede many. Look at the chances in this game. Look at the shot map. Barely any chances. You see that a lot from Tottenham this season, where they don't concede much and they don't produce much. And you're going to get some quite low-scoring games at Spurs, I feel. Now, at the moment, Spurs' results this season, let's have a look at them. Is this right? Oh, I haven't got their results to hand. I'm guessing if you look at the Spurs XG in their games, it's been quite low, both in attack and defence. 10 shots to 9. Pauline is always going to get DEFCON or close to it. Got the goal. You won't get many goals from him, but DEFCON's great. I'm surprised with Bueno there at 15. There's 2 Buenos, both playing left centre-back, right centre-back. But Agbadou got dropped. That's the big news at Wolves, was no Agbadou yesterday. Got dropped. He was benched. Krijic, the centre-back, looks quite good. I think Strand Larsen's going to start getting goals, guys. I got a really good feeling about Strand Larsen. And I think there's a chance I go Watkins to Larsen in 7. So when I look at my options here, like Brighton at home for Wolves, then they go to Sunderland, Burnley, Fulham. I really like those 4 games, and I think Strand Larsen, he's now back. He started the game yesterday. I think Strand Larsen off his new contract is going to start getting some goals. Now, I think Wolves will end up being all right. Frustrating with the Porro benching, yes. Although, you would have got 2 points, instead you got 1. Like, it is what it is. I had Porro. I was frustrated because I've got a potentially very good first sub coming in that I didn't get because Porro played. Porro will be back in next week. When we look at the Spurs fixtures, they are going to keep clean sheet, Spurs. They are, I don't think, going to score many. And I didn't love the Richarlison pick yesterday, and I said that on my deadline stream. When we look at Spurs, their fixtures moving forward, Leeds, Villa, Everton, you might go, Richarlison, get go. I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs go to Leeds and it's 0-0. Remember, Champions League is back this week as well. That's going to take it out a team like Spurs. I don't think we're going to get many goals from them in the league. Kudus looked amazing. Kudus is the standout Spurs player. Really unlucky. That goal he scored for the disallowed was it happens. Kudus is still my number 1 Spurs attacking pick if you are going to go there. Xavi, he's still adapting, right? when you come into the Premier League and it's a physical league and you're Xavi, Simmons, you're probably going to start all Champions League games. You're going to see a lot of rotation in the Prem because he's not built yet for 2 games a week at this level, as good as he is. So you're going to see reduced minutes. You might see Premier League starts consistently, but you might see a lot of early subs. I just think Kudus hit the woodwork, goal disallowed, physical, knows the league, going to be a 90-minute man. And when you look at the average position map, like Kudus is always a bit more involved than all the others. He is the Brian and Burmo for this team, for Thomas Frank. Kudus is going to be a really, really fun pick. Yeah, I've just said Strand Larsen, I'm thinking about buying him in 7. I'm probably going to give Watkins Burnley and then sell him. I don't want to talk about my team much, guys, because that's what tonight's video is for. I'll do a team selection video, an early thoughts video tonight. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably drop around 7 o'clock, right, on this channel. So again, if you want to see that video when it drops, please hit the subscribe button. But then with the notification bell, and loads of you are subbed already, but do it with the notification bell. I'm just going to do a poll because I hate preaching. And I know I do it a lot, but if you don't ask, you don't get. Are you... Just vote. I just want to know, are you subbed to this channel? Just poll it for 30 seconds. I'm going to give away 5 channel memberships, guys, right now. So to win a membership, all you got to do is like, subscribe, and spam the chat. Spam all you want. In the next 30 seconds, 5 of the spammers will win a channel membership. The benefit of a channel membership is you're going to get extra videos next week. I do it every week, 2 or 3 videos a week. I do priority comments. I involve you more in the chat. I answer any question you've ever got about FPL. Just comment on one of my videos. So spam away. If you want to win a membership, like, subscribe, and comment. Right. I'm going to hit that button. Spam on toast. Like, subscribe, comment. Good stuff. 5 of you have won a membership. Awesome. Guys, I'll be back for another video next Sunday, always live in this time slot, or always a video in this time slot. And there'll be a video out later tonight. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you're having a green arrow. Good luck with your Arsenal players. Good luck with your Villa players. Come on, Ollie Watkins. Don't do this to me again. And I will see you in the next. Well done, triple captainers. Let's go.